Okay, so let's apply complex numbers or imaginary numbers to solving uh, quadratic equations. So just another application of imaginary numbers. So this is the same problem that we started the objective with. So I'm going to subtract 1 here. X squared is equal to negative 1. Take the square root of both sides here. So x is equal to plus or minus, and what's the square root of negative 1? It's I. So there's my two solutions. Now, positive I and negative I, those aren't going to be on the x-axis. So whenever I go to graph this thing, it'd be up above the x-axis. However, if I stick in positive 1 here, it would still make the equation equal to 0. Let's try number 2. 2x squared, I'm going to subtract this 18 over, gives me negative 90. Divide by 2, so x squared is equal to negative 45. Now take the square root of both sides here. X is equal to plus or minus the square root of negative 45. Okay, so first of all, I have a negative, so I know that's got to come out as an I. The other thing is, so I can go ahead and do that. The other thing is the square root of 45. Can I simplify that? So 45, I'll do this with a little factor tree. 5 times 9. And then a 9 is a 3 times 3. I've got a pair of 3's, so a 3 gets to come out. The 3 gets to come out and join up with this I. So plus or minus 3i. And the 5 is all by itself, so it stays underneath the square root symbol. So x is equal to plus or minus 3i square root of 5. Alright, so to conclude this objective, here are 4 problems for you to try to do. It shouldn't take you too much time solving each of these quadratic equations. So pause it, then check to see if you got them right. Here we go. So take a look. On the first one we get x equals plus or minus I square root 13. On both number 2 and 3, they turn out to have the same set of answers. X equals plus or minus 2i squared root of 2. Just remember, whenever you have the square root of 8 or any kind of square root, check to see if you can simplify it. Square root of 13 you couldn't because it was prime, but square root of 8 you could because 4 divides evenly into it. And the last one, x equals plus or minus I squared root of 6. So that concludes objective 1 in 4.6, being able to simplify square roots of negative numbers. So see you in objective 2.